Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, April 20. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is among 40 world leaders who will participate in a virtual Leaders Summit on Climate. The invitation was extended by United States President Joe Biden and is scheduled for April 22 and 23. The U.S. President urged leaders to use the summit as an opportunity to outline how their countries also will contribute to stronger climate ambition. In a statement, the White House says the summit is in keeping with President Biden's commitment to return the U.S. to the Paris Agreement. It says the event will underscore the urgency and economic benefits of stronger climate action. In addition, it will be a key milestone ahead of the United Nations Climate Change Conference COP26 this November in Glasgow. The summit will also highlight examples of how enhanced climate ambition will create good-paying jobs, advance innovative technologies, and help vulnerable countries adapt to climate impacts. By the time of the summit, the United States will announce an ambitious 2030 emissions target as its new nationally determined contribution under the Paris Agreement. The Bank of Jamaica BOJ is now an independent institution. The transition took place on April 16, the same day the Bank of Jamaica Amendment Act 2020 took effect. With that, a new board and statutory committees have been appointed, giving the central bank autonomy over its operations. It also removes power from the Minister of Finance to borrow money from the bank through the printing of money.
We're giving the central bank a job to do, we're empowering the central bank to do it, and we're giving them the operational independence to get the job done, and providing the framework for parliamentarians on behalf of the people to hold them to account on achievement of those objectives.
According to Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark, the BOJ's mandate is now to focus on inflation target, maintaining required capital, as well as strengthening its governance, transparency and accountability.
With price stability being the central bank's objective now and into the future, and with the central bank having the power and independence to pursue that objectives with transparency and accountability, households and businesses and investors will make longer-term decisions and more longer-term commitments, which will deepen financial markets, widen the pool of products available, increase financial inclusion, broaden opportunity, and strengthen our economy.
The Lay Magistrates Association of Jamaica LMAJ is helping to significantly reduce the backlog of cases in courts at the parish level. Regional Vice President Melvin Harris says since the association was tasked with this responsibility, there is now clear evidence that the move is having great success.
Over the years, the Lay Magistrates Court used to deal with only a limited number of cases. In recent times, that has been increased. And where we have seen the increase, we have made some significant strides in reducing the number of cases that are on the books. Right? Some of the areas that we are dealing with at the moment, we have drug courts, we participate with children's court.
Mr. Harris was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. He says work is underway to allow lay magistrates to provide assistance with other legal matters, including certain cases in the traffic court. Meanwhile, the Lay Magistrates Association's regional vice president is appealing to persons to try and settle disputes amicably and spare the courts from further backlogs. 51 students from 9 tertiary institutions who are facing financial difficulties have been awarded bursaries totaling $4.5 million. The funds were handed over during a virtual ceremony last Friday, courtesy of the Spanish Jamaican Foundation. The recipients include pre-trained Spanish teachers and students who study Spanish and hospitality services. The beneficiaries were selected based on their academic performance, financial need, community service, knowledge of the Spanish language, and comportment in an interview. Partial tuition scholarships are provided to students of teachers and community colleges, while those attending the Hart College of Hospitality Services are being provided with funds to purchase tools and equipment necessary for their courses of study. Jamaicans are now able to conduct their own HIV test with the help of a self-test kit. This has been made possible through a partnership between the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the National Family Planning Board. State Minister of Health Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn says the kits are available at approximately 22 pharmacies island-wide and provide a convenient option for persons wanting to know their HIV status.
With the Quick, a rapid antibody test kit, the power is literally now in your hands. All it takes is a swabbing of your upper and lower gum lines. Now that's pretty easy. All of these features of the self-test kit augurs well for its widespread adoption by the population.
Minister Cuthbert Flynn was speaking at the launch on Friday, which follows a pilot that began last August in the regional health authorities. She pointed out that of the estimated 32,000 persons living with HIV in Jamaica, 4% are not aware of their status, and said the wider availability of the HIV self-test kit will help ensure that at least 90% know their status. This is one of 3 United Nations targets being pursued by the country. The others are for 90% of people diagnosed with HIV infection to receive sustained antiretroviral ARV treatment and 90% of persons on ARV treatment attaining viral suppression.
Success in this endeavor will mean we can end AIDS pandemic by 2030.
And finally, Prime Minister Andrew Holness is among several Jamaicans expressing sadness at the passing of veteran journalist and broadcaster Michael Sharp. Mr. Sharp, who was 65, died this morning while in hospital. In tribute, Prime Minister Holness says for almost 40 years, Michael Sharp dedicated himself to the craft of journalism and keeping Jamaica informed. His media career spanned Television Jamaica as a news anchor, talk show host on Radio Jamaica, The Gleaner and the Jamaica Information Service. At the time of his passing, Michael Sharp was News Operations Manager at Jamaica News Network, JNN. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.